watchOS 26.5 has just been released for the Apple Watch, and in this video I'm going to be telling you all the new features and changes that you need to know. The first thing I came up to after the watch successfully installed the update is this notification that you see right here. So it says irregular rhythm notifications turned on. These notifications were off but have been turned back on. You can manage notifications in settings, so it's good to see that by default these are now turned on, and the only option that I have right here is to go manage this in settings or dismiss this. So if I click on it, it doesn't really do much or take me to any other section. I only have dismiss right here. And then if I go into the settings right here and then go to where it says general and software update, you can see it will check for an update and we are up to date. So if we go to the about section, you can see watchOS 26.5 with the build number 23T570. That is the current latest build. And in terms of what's new or what's been updated with this new version, if we go into our watch face selector right there and click where it says new, you can see new watch faces available, and right here in the middle you can see the new watch face that has been added right here. So it's called Pride Luminance. If we click on it right here where it says get, you can see it loads it pretty fast, and now we have the ability to add it as a watch face. Now you have the dial, which you can choose between full screen and cellular, and those are pretty much the only two options that you have. Full screen doesn't give you any complications, but cellular I believe is the one that gives you complications. So if we go to the cell option, for example, you have styles that you can choose from. So style number 2, and yeah, it's just two styles pretty much, and then you have the different colors that you can choose from and you can customize. I think the default is always best, and then you can see the complications that you can add. Just to show you the other dial, full screen dial, you can see here it gives you the different styles, two styles pretty much. So style number 1 and this is style number 2. If we go to the color selector as well, you have pretty much the same options, but the only difference that is there between this and the cellular is that complications are not available for this dial. So that's pretty much the difference that's here with this new watch face. And also to go along with the new release of the watch face, there's a new Apple Watch Sport Loop band that has been released that you can get if you want to match properly with your watch face and band. And at the same time on the iPhone, there's also a new wallpaper that has been released. You can see it right here if you want to make it match properly, and if you swipe, of course, you have the ability to adjust this accordingly, and this is one of it. And the second one is this one, just has pretty much the same pattern, just a different color combination, but you can see how this looks. So these are the new Pride watch faces and wallpaper that has been added right here, just to show you how this dial style animates in and out when you raise or lower your wrist. If I lower my wrist just like this, it goes off, and then when I raise it, you can see how it fades in and then brightens just like that. We'll do it one more time. Boom, just like that. If we were to change or edit the style, instead of full screen dial, we'll go into cellular and then we'll select this just like this. And then if I lower my wrist, raise it up, it has the same type of animation where it sort of fades in and then brightens. So looks pretty cool right there. So that's the new watch face that has been added. The other thing that has been fixed with this update has to do within messages. The Apple Watch could sometimes send regular SMS text instead of iMessage when paired with a dual SIM iPhone, and this issue is now fixed. So if you have an iMessage chat and it's a blue chat, then if you notice that the text message there says SMS instead of iMessage, then you were probably affected by that issue. But after you update your device to this new watchOS version, you should be able to see iMessage, and then that chat will be end-to-end encrypted, which means that Apple or third-party providers won't be able to intercept your messages. Another issue that was there that's been resolved has to do with workouts. So sometimes the voice audio alerts could stop working if your iPhone wasn't nearby. So this has now been resolved, which is good. And there's also some other fixes as well that pertains to purchase receipts, which could be incorrectly shown as now or invalid instead of the app's actual version number. So now that issue has been resolved as well. If you use a non-standard calendar and you have existing subscription, a non-standard means anything other than the Gregorian calendar that's considered standard in North America. So if you had, like, for example, the Hebrew calendar as your default and you had existing subscriptions, it would sometimes fail to recognize your subscriptions, so renewals would fail, and sometimes getting new subscriptions wouldn't work properly. And now that issue has been resolved, and the way Apple resolved it is by properly identifying the receipts and the app version number for the specific subscriptions for the Apple Watch, and also for the Apple TV as well. The same issue was there and it's been resolved. The other thing I recommend you keep an eye on is the Apple security patches that pertain to this watchOS update. So you can see, for example, with the previous watchOS version, there were a couple of CVE entries or common vulnerabilities and exposures that Apple resolved. And these are security breaches that they pretty much patched up. So you can see there's some that pertain to audio, core data, crash reporter, and among others. So it's always good to keep an eye on this page to know what security issues Apple has fixed, so that you update accordingly if you are most likely to be affected. And security patches are among the reasons why it's good to update your devices to the latest OS version so that they are much safer. So that's pretty much it for me when it comes to this latest watchOS update, watchOS 26.5. Let me know what you think about this video. If you like it, don't forget to leave a like and hype, and I will see you in the next one.